Some of my friends are working in MNCs. They are using Vue.js. Vue. Okay, very old. But sometimes it used. Okay. Now backend. Backend. Anyone? Any backend technology do you know? Have you heard about any name? Can you suggest? I'm not going for not talking only JavaScript. Can you suggest me? Anyone? Do you have any idea? Any backend technology? Any backend technology? So with respect to JavaScript, we have the backend technology that is Node. Okay. Now several other also having backend technology. Like if I talk about Java, and that is JSP. Okay. We design by using JSP. Can design the backend by using by using framework like Spring Boot, .NET, like MVC, ASP. Okay, for backend, like this. Now JavaScript is a all-rounder. All-rounder. You can design front end. You can design backend. Even if you want a JavaScript similar database. What is database? It is good. Okay, it is not related to JavaScript, but I am talking about similar. That means some later we will find some JSON. Okay, JSON data format. Now enter JSON data format is actually used in the MongoDB. So JavaScript is all rounder. If you want the JavaScript, you can work in front end, you can work in back end as well as database. Okay, but it does not mean learning the JavaScript fundamental only will help you in all things. No, if you learn the JavaScript fundamental, then separately you have to learn the React also. But without JavaScript, React will not work. Remember that it is nothing but a JavaScript library. Angular is nothing but a JavaScript framework. Vue is nothing but JavaScript library. Okay, Node is runtime environment for the JavaScript in this way. Understood? So in this case, whatever we are going to do is nothing but based on simple JavaScript. Sometimes it is said as vanilla JavaScript. Okay, that means the pure JavaScript we are going to use. Okay, this will be our topic that we are going to cover in the upcoming session. The session will be notified you through Gmail or page. Earlier you got this bootcamp notification from somewhere else. From that platform also you will get the upcoming session notification. Fine. I am also working on MNC. That's why I don't know what is the time that I will get for the next session. If I get the time, if I am assured, then I will notify to the Boolean. Boolean will notify to you. Fine. Okay. Now just see one basic idea. Now whenever I am opening this Boolean page and closing this, inspecting window, have one network tab. Okay, see this guys, it is very interesting. Here we have network tab. Okay, now I am going to boolean.org.in. Immediately so many internal, these are nothing but API calls. Okay, API calls or processing related to network. Okay, here you can find so many things are happening. Okay, can you see script? Can you see script? Type in the type. Can you see script, guys? Can you confirm this text is visible? Script visible. In this, what it is actually saying? It is saying that behind the scene says some JavaScript code is written. Understood? So that's why script. That means in this application, let me tell you, this application is made with, that means Boolean, made with React. Fine. Now, though it is React, it is saying what? Can you see home component some value .js hyphen some code .js. in this way. So what is actually happening? Though I'm telling it is React. Actually behind the scene, what is running? JavaScript is running. Okay. Now, if you see another type is XHR. This XHR is nothing but API call. Okay, backend API call. Now, this wait boolean is a dynamic expression. That means whatever I was seeing here coming backend after okay, you can see if I can see what user is actually trying to log in. That is the backend, and corresponding information is sent to the front end. Okay, now actually responsible to backend front end communication XHR, but not all XHR. Okay, these are internally what internally API call. Okay, now you can see if you click on this get ongoing courses, you can see some response. Okay, this response is what? This response is what? This response is nothing but the raw information. Raw information. If you see courses, now you can see live courses. Here, what is the course title? Spring Boot and microservices. Can you find the same title here? Yes, I find it. Spring Boot and microservices. Now you see the raw information. Technology as Java. Yes, technology is Java. Now, what is the thing that I want to show you? This is the raw information. But when the same raw information is shown here as a card format, it is okay. It is more beautiful. You will see this. You will see this card, but you will not see this raw data. That's why we have this website now. That's why we have designed this information website. Now the same thing here also we will add the expense. Internally the raw data will be stored. Okay, that's why I have mentioned storage management. You will learn how to actually manage the storage. Okay, we can add the information. Now the thing is whenever you will see raw expense, raw data, you will not understand. That's why we are going to provide the UI feature like filter by category, so the total calculation and give the color based on category. Okay, and finally at the end of the we are going to design the part. Okay, so that's why I am telling you the front end is important. Now why back end is important? That's also I have told you. Okay, now what will happen whenever I am going to log in? Okay, I don't have money, I cannot buy a course, so in my section no course. You have money, you cannot buy a course, you have, you can see there is a course. Understand? So up to this, any question, anyone? Up to this, any question, or I can continue? Anyone, any question about this batch or this boot camp? Today's session is not going to be a very long session, just conceptual idea I'm going to share. Okay, any question you want to ask? Tell me, guys, or at least hit the like button in the Google Meet. Yes, are you? If you are attending the session, if you are getting the interest, then hit the like button. I am giving you a scope to spam. Okay, so you can spam. Fine. Any question, anyone? No, I think. By the way, now One more announcement for all of you. After attending the bootcamp session, there will be there will be some surprise to all of you. Okay, there will be some surprise to all of you. Now, what is the surprise? For that, you have to attend the session. Okay, so you attend the session, continue, and my target is to show you the project so that you can build by your own, and you can post it in the LinkedIn or whatever you want to showcase. Okay, that is my target. If you are able to do that, then I am happy. Okay, fine. Now, some idea about HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Okay, so HTML is what, CSS is what, JavaScript is what. Anyone want to try to give the answer? What is HTML, or at least try to give the answer why HTML is used. Okay, so HTML is actually used to build the uh, overall overall structure okay, generally people say it skeleton. Okay, overall structure of the application CSS. Okay, it is used to provide the style provide the style, or you can, that means style means coloring, animations like this. Okay, so provide the style or view. Okay, actually view is also given by HTML, but CSS is actually beautifying that view. Okay, so provide the style or view. And JavaScript is used to process the information, or process the logic, better to say, process the logic. Fine. So in our browser also, only in our browser, what is happening to show this information, that means HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So these three are what? These three are different component. So our browser is capable to handle all these component. Okay, that is the thing. Now JavaScript will be used to process the logic. That means whatever filter logic, calculation, and any other calculation logic will be there, that will write by using JavaScript. Okay, HTML and CSS we will use to show the information. And now one more thing, I am going to show you entire project, and I am going to take help of the ChatGPT. Yes. Okay, ChatGPT or Gemini, anything. So I will compare the response with my knowledge, and I will try to interpret what it has given. I will not directly use the code given by ChatGPT. I'm going to use the ChatGPT. Yes, you heard correct. I'm going to use the ChatGPT. You will learn how to give the correct prompt. Okay, even if there is some mistake, then how to give the correct prompt so that the mistake is resolved. That means ChatGPT is also giving the resolution of that mistake. Okay, and minor changes I'm going to do by my hand. Okay, whenever I will see there is so many things I have to write, I am not going to write it by myself. I'm going to give the responsibility to ChatGPT. Now you all know ChatGPT also is giving 1 year free this type of subscription. Yes or not? So better you claim it. So we are going to use it. Okay, I also claimed, and everyone, I hope everyone know how to claim the Gemini subscription for 1.5 year, Perplexity for 1 year, and ChatGPT for 1 year. So every AI tool is actually giving this, and we are claiming. Okay, similarly, Boolean is also offering this boot camp, and you are claiming it. The same thing. LLM tools are offering, we are claiming. By the way, so this boot camp, JavaScript boot camp, actually in this boot camp, you are one more thing you are actually learning. That is what, how you can actually prompt to ChatGPT. Yes, prompt, giving prompt is also important. That's why in some institute they are teaching uh, prompt engineering. That is separate topic. Prompt engineering, that means how to give the correct prompt so that we can expect the maximum correct answer. Okay, there is less, very less chance of error. Fine. And now, is there some prerequisite? Is there some prerequisite? Yes, some prerequisite is there. What are the prerequisite? You must have VS Code installed. Okay, this is the prerequisite. You must have Node.js installed. Okay, it is not a must, but it is optional. Okay, because already I have told you that JavaScript, CSS, HTML, all these can be run inside the browser. Then why Node.js? Actually, if you want to run the JavaScript and go for the trial outside browser, then you have to use the Node.js. Okay, I am going to show you the basic idea how to run the trial outside browser by using Node.js, but not in depth. And VS Code entirely will be used for development. We need some ID at least. Yes, you know what is ID, integrated development environment. So in this VS Code ID, I'm going to design the entire project structure and entire thing. Okay, and even sometimes what will happen by using Node.js, we will get some benefit. Okay, in Node.js, some commands are there, npm init, like some commands are there. By using that, what will happen? Entire project structure will be created automatically. Okay, entire project structure. That means manually we have not to create the folder structure. Okay, do you know every project must maintain a proper folder structure? That folder structure will be given by Node.js. You can create manually, but it will be difficult. What we are going to teach here in this generation of AI, less burden of the developer, high burden on the LLM model, AI tools. Okay, recently agentic AI also launched. Okay, but agentic AI, I'm thinking later we that means Boolean can schedule some course like agentic AI, but not in this course, in this batch. Fine, better we can say in this bootcamp. Okay, guys. Now, opening the question forum. Tell me if you have any question. Tell me if you have any question. Anyone, any question? If you have not any question, then we are going to end the session here. Okay. If you are understanding this correctly, if you are getting interested, please hit the like button. If you are watching from YouTube, if you are getting the interest, you can subscribe our channel and you can share it to your friends as well, so that everyone can actually come to this platform. Okay, everyone will be benefited. Yes, so I'm not going to share today. That's all for today. We will meet in the next session. From the next session, we are actually going to start the coding, and but still I am in the classroom. If you have any question or if you want to talk to me, write it in the chat box. Okay.